Good day, everybody. We're doing our daily walk around, and I actually saw something pretty cool this morning. The shrimp have made it all the way up to the top of the creek. Check that out, a cherry shrimp. Not only one of them, I saw another one over here behind the grass there. So there's two of them that made it, which I think is really cool. There's only one way for them to get up there, and that's to follow the creek. So they must have followed the creek all the way up. Pretty cool. We have ordered we have a turtle that is on the way, gifted to us from a company. And we will be receiving a slider for the pond here today or tomorrow. We're going to fix up his little habitat and get us a little turtle in here. Something I've always wanted is a turtle. I've had multiple, but always outside. I never had one inside. Blue Ridge Genetics, it's looking good. We've got the Jolly Pond over here, which is the wild blue, which is really starting to come around. Buds are starting to tighten up and super smelly and sticky. We've got these cherry grandes over here. This is from OK Calyx. We have multiple plants here. We have this one here, which is starting to turn. You can see a little purplish there. And I can't explain the cherry. I mean, it is just so... I mean, if you closed your eyes and touched it and smelled your hands, you would be like, that's a cherry tree. That's how cherry it is. And terpy is almighty. Very impressed with that one. I want to come over here and see if we can get this shrimp. I saw... Yep, there he is. There's two of them there. There's one there, and another one right there. You can see his little redness underneath those leaves and roots there. Pretty cool to see how the shrimp made it up here. I had a fish make it up here. One of the algae eaters swam all the way up. Excited to see the shrimp made it. Creek is looking good. We've got the algae that's normal. It's going to be impossible to keep algae out of the creek, and I don't think I really want it to keep algae out because the light, the light's just going to continuously produce algae in the creek, and that's okay. It's not a bad thing. Algae is life, and that's what we want. We're looking for that life. All these roots are starting to come down and connect into the creek. You see our grass right there is growing long and just laying in the creek now. Starting to get a lot of worm castings coming out from underneath the moss, which is falling down on the edges of the creek, which is adding organic matter and nutrient to the water and to the edges of the creek. This is going to allow our grasses to tap in and attach the roots and feed off of the creek system. This water is being wicked up by that organic matter that's being dropped down by the worms on top of these rocks. As that organic matter builds up, it wicks more and more water. I mean, like, this is just, it stays moist. stays green. We do a lot of chop and drop in here, and a lot of that stuff just disappears super fast, which is what we want. Nutrient cycling is what we're after. You can see the worm or the mice or something just getting into that underneath. See how the organic matter, those worm castings, just drip down, get pushed down into the edge of the creek. We've got some, let's see, we've got some cilantro, and it looks like there's some nettle, some purple dead nettle growing. This is good to have in your garden. That purple dead nettle is really good for FPE, or fermented plant extract, or fermented plant juice. Got tons of goodies in it for your plants and soil. I'm not a scientist. I don't want to ramble off a whole bunch of different things that it has in it and be wrong, so I'll just say that if you'd like to look it up, look up purple dead nettle. It's common here in Virginia where I am. I mean, I have it everywhere. It's an invasive, but it's high in antioxidants and all kinds of inflammatories, and bugs hate it. Just really good to have around, like comfrey and purple dead nettle, and there's a few different things that you can grow or just get and forage outside. Put in a bucket of water, add some lactic acid bacteria, some biology, and let it sit for a couple of months in a bucket of rainwater. And that would be your JLF, Jadam liquid fertilizer. It's a natural farming input that works great for soil. If all we're doing is breaking down plant matter in a bucket, allowing biology to break it down to its liquid form, and then we're pouring it onto the soil. It's just basically soil food and plant available nutrients. So if you were to do that with a cannabis plant, so when we're done with the cannabis, we'll chop it down, chop it up in little pieces. We can throw it into a bucket of water, add some lactic acid bacteria, add some biology from the woods, like an IMO or IMO2, cover it, let it sit for 2 or 3 months, come back, and you will have liquid fertilizer. It is that easy. It's called Jadam. You can look it up online on YouTube. Jadam. It's just another way of farming, a super easy way of farming. You look up Korean natural farming. So Korean natural farming and Jadam is in the same family, literally in the same family. The grandson of Master Cho created Jadam, and Master Cho started Korean natural farming. Hats off to Master Cho and the family. He just passed away, I believe, a couple months ago. So that's everything today. Just a quick walk around. Everything's looking good. Everything is growing great. And hopefully we'll be getting our turtle today or tomorrow. We shall see. Hope everybody has a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.